Welcome to Makerium. In this video, you'll see how a man builds a beautiful hut using wood logs in the heart of the forest. Surrounded by nature and far from modern conveniences, he relies solely on hand tools, patience, and traditional techniques to craft a sturdy and peaceful shelter. The process begins by using large stones as the main support base for the structure. These stones provide the foundational stability on which the entire hut will rest. The stones are drilled to insert steel rods for reinforcement, after which rebar is added and concrete is poured into the mold. Once the concrete has set and dried, a bituminous coating is applied to create a protective layer. This results in a durable, level surface where the vertical log posts will later be anchored. The same steps are repeated with the other stones to complete the base structure. By forming a water-resistant barrier, bituminous coating helps extend the lifespan of the structure by reducing damage caused by dampness and weather exposure. Next, the creator brings in sturdy wooden logs to mount vertically on the concrete bases. Because the ground is uneven, the logs vary in length intentionally. By trimming each one to fit, their tops align evenly, creating a level framework to support the rest of the structure. Four heavy logs are carefully lifted and laid across the tops of the vertical posts, forming the hut's outer frame. Each beam is precisely positioned, then drilled and fastened to create a solid connection. Now, it's time to build up the walls. One by one, the heavy logs are lifted and carefully laid on top of the horizontal frame, stacking them log by log. To seal gaps between the logs, he packs moss into the spaces. This prevents drafts and helps keep the interior warm and protected from the elements. Each new log is positioned precisely above the previous one, drilled and fastened, gradually forming the walls of the house. The work continues steadily. Logs are hauled in, aligned, and secured tightly. Each log adds to the growing height of the walls, bringing the structure to life layer by layer. Wooden beams are trimmed to form the flooring substructure. Before installation, each beam is coated with a protective mixture to guard against moisture, insects, and decay, helping the floor last much longer in the humid forest environment. A laser level is used to mark the exact points where each substructure beam should be installed, ensuring the floor is perfectly level. This tool projects a straight line, allowing the beams to be aligned with high accuracy. If you're still watching and enjoying the build, don't forget to like the video and subscribe. That's the best way to support what we're doing here. To ensure a strong and stable connection, each beam is fastened with steel corner brackets, which are screwed into both the beams and the supporting frame to hold everything firmly in place. This method provides excellent structural strength and prevents any shifting or loosening over time, which is especially important for a house that must withstand the natural movements of the forest environment. As the hours pass, the walls gradually rise. The creator works methodically, lifting, adjusting, sealing, and securing. Each log is carefully selected for its shape and size, and then positioned to fit snugly with the ones below and beside it, like puzzle pieces. The work is physically demanding, yet there's a calming rhythm to it, a steady cycle of motion and focus. By now, the outline of the hut is clearly visible, with its rising walls taking on a defined shape. With each bracket fastened, the skeletal framework of the floor becomes more solid and purposeful, steadily preparing to carry the weight of what comes next. Screw by screw, the beams are anchored into place. It's a small task, but one that reflects the care and precision behind every step of the build. Once the substructure is complete and firmly secured, he builds a temporary flooring before moving on to the next phase of construction. This surface provides a stable and safe platform, allowing him to carry out the remaining work more efficiently and with better footing. To make footing easier for the upcoming tasks, he builds wooden scaffolding around the structure. This temporary framework provides stable access to higher sections of the build, ensuring both safety and efficiency as the work progresses. Scaffolding plays a crucial role during construction by providing safe and stable access to elevated parts of the structure. In traditional building projects like this one, it allows the builder to move freely around the upper sections. It also offers space to keep tools and materials within easy reach, improving efficiency and reducing the need to climb up and down repeatedly. It's a temporary structure, but essential for completing the hut with both safety and precision. The work continues with the same steady rhythm, log after log lifted into place, adjusted with care, sealed with natural insulation, and secured tightly to the growing walls. The moss he presses between the logs may seem like a small detail, but it speaks to the thought and tradition behind the build, rooted in centuries of knowledge passed down and adapted over generations. Each log adds not only height, but also strength, tightening the frame and giving the structure a lasting solidity. Some logs are slightly warped or uneven, requiring a bit of trimming to nest neatly into place. The structure is rising log by log, course by course. It's slow work, but not tedious. Every log matters. Every layer brings the hut closer to being complete. Over time, the hut begins to take shape not just in form, but in feeling. The walls become solid, deliberate, and sheltering. Log houses are one of the oldest and most enduring forms of construction. This building method spread across the world due to its simplicity, strength, and use of readily available natural materials. The interlocking structure of the logs creates a durable, weather-resistant shell that provides excellent insulation, keeping interiors warm in winter and cool in summer. Beyond their practicality, log houses embody a deep connection to the land, often built with timber sourced directly from the surrounding environment. Today, they remain popular not just for their rustic beauty, but also for the timeless sense of craftsmanship they represent. By the end of this stretch, the walls have nearly reached full height, marking the transition from the grounding phase of the build to the next challenge, the roof. The craftsmanship behind log house construction goes far beyond stacking timber. It involves a wide range of skills and a deep understanding of structural behavior. Just as importantly, they need the ability to design and build temporary support structures like scaffolding, braces, and platforms that make the building process possible. These supporting constructions ensure safety, stability, and access as the walls rise, and heavier components like beams or roofing elements are installed. Creating supporting constructions and adapting to changing weather conditions requires careful planning and problem solving, often tailored to the specific site and the materials at hand. A type of structural stress can occur when horizontal pressure causes the frame to shift or twist, a condition known as racking. To strengthen the hut and prevent this, the builder installs diagonal metal bracing beneath the floor frame, adding rigidity and stabilizing the overall structure. As construction progresses upward, the scaffolding must be raised to provide safe and stable access to the higher sections of the structure. Scaffolding can be made from various materials, depending on the construction needs. In traditional or small-scale projects like this one, wood is often preferred. It's readily available, easy to work with, and can be built using the same logs and planks used for the main structure. One crucial log remains to be installed. A large, sturdy beam placed horizontally across the center of the structure, connecting the opposite walls. This central log plays a vital role in reinforcing the hut, helping to distribute weight evenly and adding essential rigidity to the entire frame. With the structure complete, it's time to begin the next major phase, building the roof. It starts by installing the kingpins, central vertical supports that define the roof's peak. They are measured, trimmed, and firmly screwed into place, forming the spine of the roof. To add strength and stability, diagonal wooden bracing is installed between the kingpins and the horizontal frame. Next, the builder begins preparing the rafters, the angled wooden beams that will support the roof covering. Before installation, he adds a personal touch, carving decorative patterns into the ends of the rafters. These artistic details give the hut a handcrafted charm. Each rafter is cut using a carefully designed pattern and a saw. Then, the edges are smoothed with an electric sander to remove roughness and create a polished finish. The ridge log, acting as the spine of the roof, is installed along the very top, connecting the rafters at their peak. To further strengthen the structure, diagonal log bracing is added between the ridge log and the base cord, helping to distribute weight evenly and prevent shifting or sagging over time. The ridge and base logs are being prepared for rafter installation. Each one is carefully cut to the proper shape to ensure a precise fit. Carefully shaped contact points ensure the rafters interlock tightly with the ridge and base, creating a solid, balanced framework for the roof. With the ridge log securely in place, it's time to install the rafters. Precision is crucial as they define the roof's slope and symmetry. Each rafter is fastened with heavy-duty screws and reinforced with steel braces, ensuring a strong, secure connection to both the ridge and the supporting frame below. Specific notches are cut into the base log to allow the rafters to sit flush against the surface, ensuring proper alignment and a snug fit. This careful preparation guarantees that every connection point is strong, stable, and perfectly aligned, reinforcing both the structural integrity and long-term durability of the roof. These cutouts also make room for the steel braces, which are used to secure the rafters firmly in place. The triangle roof, or gable roof, is one of the most iconic and functional roof types used in traditional log house construction. This shape isn't just for looks, it's highly practical, handling weather well and adding strength to the frame. These triangular shapes aren't just strong, they also allow rain and snow to slide off easily, which reduces buildup and helps protect the roof from water damage. If the rafters go up, the outline of the gable roof becomes more pronounced. From the inside, you can see the clean geometry of the triangle, open, airy, and symmetrical. This shape naturally creates a lofted ceiling, making the interior feel more spacious. In some designs, this space is later used for storage or a sleeping loft, taking advantage of the vertical volume the triangle provides. Simple yet powerful, the triangle roof is a perfect example of form meeting function. In traditional log house construction, it's more than just a roof. It's a defining element that adds both character and structural strength to the entire build. To move forward with the roofing process, the wooden planks must be carefully measured and cut to size. The next essential step is to cover the roof with an underlayment. This layer acts as a protective barrier between the wooden frame and the final roofing material. The underlayment, usually made of water-resistant or waterproof material, is rolled out and carefully fastened over the rafters. It serves to shield the structure from moisture, rain, and wind, helping prevent leaks and wood damage. The wooden planks are mounted to secure the underlayment in place. After that, the builder installs the purlins, horizontal wooden beams that run across the rafters. These purlins provide additional support and a sturdy base for the final roofing material, distributing weight evenly and reinforcing the roof structure. The type of wood used in roofing depends on the part of the roof and the conditions the structure will face. For structural elements like rafters and purlins, builders often choose strong, reliable woods such as Douglas fir, pine, or larch. Douglas fir is valued for its strength-to-weight ratio, while pine is affordable and easy to work with. In damp climates, larch is a strong choice thanks to its natural resistance to moisture and decay. In traditional log house construction, builders often use locally available wood for all parts of the structure, including the roof. This ensures the materials are well suited to the climate and helps the entire building age and weather consistently over time. Using an electric saw, the builder carefully cuts off the parts of the purlins that extend beyond the roof line. This not only gives the structure a clean, uniform edge, but also prepares it for the next phase of construction. With the purlins now flush and even, the roof is ready for the installation of plywood boards, which will serve as the subroof. This solid base layer will support the final roofing material and add another level of protection to the interior. For subroofing, exterior-grade plywood is essential, as it's designed to resist moisture and withstand temporary weather exposure during construction. Each board is carefully measured, cut to size, and laid across the purlins, covering the entire surface of the roof. Generally, in areas with heavy snow or wind loads, tongue and groove plywood is a smart choice for added structural strength. The interlocking edges of these panels create a tighter, more stable surface, reducing movement and the risk of gaps forming between boards over time. In this project, exterior-grade plywood provides sufficient strength for the subroof. The key focus is on proper fastening. To maintain accuracy during installation, the builder marks guidelines across the plywood to keep each row straight. This careful layout prevents misalignment and ensures the panels are evenly spaced across the roof. Instead of nails, he uses screws, which offer a more secure hold and reduce the risk of loosening over time, especially as the roof expands and contracts with changing temperatures. This attention to detail is crucial for creating a smooth, level surface, which is essential for the next stages of roofing. To prepare for the installation of a wood-burning stove, cutouts for the stovepipe must be made. He starts by cutting a clean, precise opening into the tin board. Now it's time to cut a circular opening into the plywood roofing to accommodate the stovepipe. This step requires careful measurement to ensure the hole aligns perfectly with the pipe's path from the stove below. The next step is to cover the roof, providing the final layer of protection against environmental exposure. To protect the roof edges from rain and rot, tin covers are installed along the perimeter. These metal edge guards act as a barrier, directing water away from vulnerable wood surfaces and preventing moisture from seeping into the structure. After installing the tin covers, a self-adhering roofing is applied over the roof surface. This sticky, waterproof layer is carefully rolled out and pressed firmly onto the plywood subroof. A flat surface is needed to mount the tin board, so a wooden base is being prepared to support it around the stovepipe. This wooden frame is measured and cut to fit snugly around the pipe opening, reinforcing the area where the metal collar will be installed. The collar fits the pipe perfectly. Now wooden boards are installed to hold the pipe temporarily in place until it is permanently secured. With the wooden base and tin collar in place, the next step is to install a silicone pipe boot around the stovepipe. This flexible, high-temperature resistant boot is designed to seal the gap where the pipe exits through the roof. It is sealed with heat-resistant adhesive and additionally fastened with screws to ensure a completely watertight and airtight fit. This component allows the pipe to safely expand and contract with temperature changes. The final piece is the chimney cap, which serves an important purpose. It protects the chimney from rain, snow, and wind, preventing moisture from entering the hut and stopping downdrafts that could push smoke back inside. Still installing the edge covers along the perimeter, the builder works methodically, fastening each metal strip in place to ensure full protection against rain and rot. The roof ridge, a critical point exposed to harsh weather, requires extra protection. To ensure durability, self-adhering roofing sheets are installed along the entire ridgeline. Additionally, a bitumen coating is applied to create a strong, waterproof seal. By reinforcing the ridge this way, the hut's roof gains added resilience and longevity, allowing it to withstand the changing forest weather. As one of the final touches to the roof, the builder installs a weather vane at the peak of the ridge. To ensure it can withstand strong forest winds, the weather vane is mounted using black adhesive silicone for a watertight bond and firmly secured with screws for structural strength. More than just a decorative element, it serves a practical purpose, indicating wind direction and adding character to the hut. In a forest environment where heavy rains are common, proper drainage is essential to protect the structure from water damage. So, a well-designed rainwater drainage system becomes a vital element. Steel clips are mounted onto the wooden beam and screwed into the edge of the roof. Once secured, the drainage pipes are installed to guide rainwater safely away from the structure. Beyond protection, the drainage system can also be used to collect rainwater for practical use, such as washing or irrigation. Triangular openings are naturally formed between the kingpins, rafters, and ridge log. To protect the interior, supporting frames are first installed, and the gaps are then covered with underlayment material, creating a barrier against wind, moisture, and debris. This process is repeated for all similar openings around the structure. Now it's time to turn attention to the interior ceiling. To create a warm, finished look, the builder installs tongue-and-groove wooden panels, a classic choice for log cabins, known for their snug fit and the rich character of their natural wood grain. Each panel is installed by locking the tongue of one board into the groove of the next. This method not only creates a seamless, uniform appearance, but also helps prevent gaps from forming over time as the wood naturally expands and contracts. By interlocking each panel, this system effectively minimizes air infiltration and reduces heat loss, contributing to the overall energy efficiency of the building. The space between the roof and ceiling should be well protected to help maintain a stable, comfortable temperature inside the house by minimizing heat loss through the roof. Now attention turns to sealing any gaps between the ceiling panels and the roof structure, as well as other joints where the roof components meet. This foam enhances the hut's thermal insulation, helping to keep the interior warm in winter and cool in summer. Excess foam is trimmed away, and the next step is to cover the ceiling with underlayment material. The areas around the kingpins and wooden diagonal braces are critical because many gaps remain. To effectively seal these spaces, a frame is first built around the kingpins and braces, creating a contained area that can securely hold the expanding foam. Once the frame is in place, expanding foam insulation is carefully injected, filling all gaps and hard-to-reach spots. The next step is to add thermal insulation. The builder uses fiberglass wool insulation, a widely trusted material known for its excellent ability to retain heat and resist moisture. The insulation is laid snugly to avoid any gaps or compression, ensuring consistent thermal performance throughout the ceiling. To safely complete the stovepipe installation, the builder starts installing a tin plate between the ceiling and the roof where the chimney passes through. Before securing the plate, fiberglass wool insulation is tightly packed around the opening inside the frame. Two plates are required, one mounted on the top side and the other on the underside, to securely enclose the opening. These chimney tin plates act as a heat shield, protecting the surrounding wooden structure from the high temperatures generated by the stovepipe. To complete the final steps of the roofing process, the remaining sections of the ceiling are installed first. After that, underlayment material is applied, followed by the placement of fiberglass wool insulation. Just watch the process. Lastly, the triangular opening of the roof peak is sealed with underlayment for full protection against the elements. Living in a log house during winter is a unique and rewarding experience. The thick timber walls offer excellent thermal mass, meaning they retain heat during the day and slowly release it at night, keeping the interior consistently warm, even when temperatures outside drop well below freezing. A well-built log house with proper ceiling and insulation in the roof and floor stays remarkably cozy with minimal energy use. The builder begins crafting the door frame from solid wooden beams, shaping each piece with precision using an electric saw, sander, and a range of traditional woodworking tools. The way he measures, trims, and smooths the wood reflects years of skill and experience. It's the professional approach, quiet, confident, and deeply respectful of the material. Every angle and surface speaks of care, precision, and purpose, marking the threshold to a space crafted with heart and intention. Just enjoy watching the process. With the structure nearly complete, it's time to create the main entry. Using a chainsaw, the builder carefully marks and cuts the door opening directly into the log wall. Creating the door threshold requires skilled woodworking, as it demands precise shaping and fitting. The doorway opening is measured using a laser level, and all the necessary points are carefully marked to guide where cutouts should be made, and the door casing will be fitted. Wool insulation is applied along the door threshold and packed into the cutouts to ensure a snug fit for the casing, helping to seal out drafts and improve thermal efficiency. One of the most impressive moments comes with the installation of the massive door casing. A satisfying milestone after so much time and hard work. It's the perfect result of knowledge, experience, and a true love for the craft. Every cut, every joint, every carefully measured angle reflects not just technical skill, but years of dedication and a deep connection to the work. The solid door frame, perfectly joined at every corner, is now in place. Only a few screws remain to be added, providing the final touch of firmness and ensuring lasting stability. The builder begins handcrafting the door using several traditional woodworking methods and techniques, each requiring a practiced hand. From careful measuring and marking to the shaping of joints and fitting of panels, every step reflects deep knowledge and mastery of the craft. This isn't just about building a door. It's about shaping something functional, beautiful, and lasting. In the grain of the wood and the clean lines of each joint, you can see the skills of true craftsmanship. Now, enjoy the beauty of the craft. If you've made it this far into the video, thank you so much. You're one of our most loyal viewers, and we truly appreciate it. We'll do our best to live up to your expectations in the next video as well. Please give this video a like and consider subscribing to the channel. You have no idea how much that means to us. Thank you. The door is now nearly complete, its core filled with a thermal and sound insulating board, then finished with tongue and groove wooden panels on the outside for a classic look. As the frame is prepared for door installation, all gaps around it must be carefully filled with wool insulation to prevent drafts and ensure proper thermal sealing. For thermal and sound insulation, wool insulation strips are fitted along the stops of the door frame itself, creating a tight seal when the door is closed. The door is perfectly fitted to the frame, closing smoothly and sitting flush against the insulated stops. This precise fit is the result of careful measurement, skilled joinery, and attention to every small detail. Since the handcrafted wooden door is thick and heavy, strong, heavy-duty hinges are selected to support its weight. However, the door frame is massive and solid and requires extra reinforcement. To secure the hinges firmly, the builder uses long, durable bolts that penetrate deep into the frame and are tightened from the inside. This log hut is still a work in progress. To see the next steps, visit the creator's channel and do not miss the new parts as they come out. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this project, please give the video a like and subscribe to the channel to be part of the journey. We've got plenty more exciting stories and creations coming soon.